Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Fielded at the 7. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. It's a small gain up to the 38. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Gets his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. It's Hurts once again. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Oh, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Caught by the rookie from NC State. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. There to the 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Washington first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Escapes the pocket. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
First down, here's Lamar. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He'll take this at the 10. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They run it again with Bigsby. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Chased out to his right. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
He rolls to his right. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Dallas Goddard the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets everything he has under this one. And this is intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
Shotgun given out of Bigsby. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
180, 180.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
So 1st down from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running right is Bigsby. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts now from the gun. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Just a minute, 59 seconds remaining in our first half of football. The Eagles with the lead here at the Link. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Trimmer. Hey.
Back to throw, Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
He has it at the 5! And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Good. Set.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
No touch. Tiger Hornet. 180. 73. No touch.
Here's Hurts. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
From the gun, Jackson. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting it into practice right here. Don't see it throw you like it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Lamar throwing again. He's got to his running back. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. And send him over right. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the pocket, isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles, that's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pass complete to Lane. He's out of bounds to set up 1st and goal, but they might not get to keep this. We've got a flag down.
Don't worry.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Here he goes, third and long. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up fourth and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Lay it out for this one, and he makes the catch. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now a give on the counter. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on it, keep working on it. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock. Sliding in safe after picking up the first. 4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
The tight end in motion now. They go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, going to get a 2-point try here, Brock. Jackson gets his offense lined up.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Brings in the kick at the 9. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Hurts. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throwaway.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Hurts setting up to throw. Completed to his running back. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Looking right side, here's Bigsby. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 at the 30.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Okie Luvu there for the tackle.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Great.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face third and 3.
Great. 180.
Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our fourth quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Out. Set. 180.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Oh, it's 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Flushed out now to his left. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Third and just 2 to go.
No touch that. On anyone yet? No touch.
Hand off here for Bigsby. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The sack defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes second and 12. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Lamar now from the gun. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. He's got it in the red zone. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the fourth. So we're down to a 3-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. Well, the good news is still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while, and you see my brain just go to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's get to that wide complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Ducks it off to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's back to throw. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
6 yards. It's fourth down.
Back to throw it. Pass complete to Goddard. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Dallas Goddard, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Commanders gotta score in a hurry. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Play action now with Jackson. He's got Jalen Lane. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing now. Buys time, rolling right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Now it's Bigsby. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey, Silver. Call up Yeti. Great. Go Silver.
Hurts now from the gun. This one's caught. Smith has it. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
73. No touch. Hey, easy. 63. Anyone, huh? No touch.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It is caught left side. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the 1st down, partner. That's going to seal this win.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're going to pass it here. On the move, hit it right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be second down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
No touch that. Anyone, huh? Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts yet again. Rolling left, buying some time. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Mike Sandler still makes the play. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to. You have to.
Up to the races, middle of the field. Into the red zone. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield.
And he reels it in for two, so now a field goal would get them the lead. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for two.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get two.
Build some momentum, and they want to capitalize. They're lining up for an onside attempt. And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Carry here for Bigsby. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles push this to an 8-point game. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And this isn't just anyone who don't start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division.